All right, Matt, so you brought us 2013?
12. 2013 Camaro ZL1. This is the big Camaro, 580 horsepower.
Wow.
6.2 liter. It's essentially the engine out of the Cadillac CTS-V, which is a car I love.
Right.
And I think you do as well. That car we had was awesome.
Yeah.
They changed it up a little bit. I forgot what they did.
Was,
maybe
except for you wouldn't pay for the valet parking at Burbank Airport. Remember that?
Well, the lot was right next door.
One day, it's $20 for one day, but instead he takes the shuttle for $12. Yeah, but I do remember that car.
When we go to SEMA, I'm going to park Kimmel's car someplace over there.
Please.
And then I'm going to expense it to you.
So this has a heads-up display somewhere?
It does have a heads-up display, which is kind of neat. I drove it for a while, and the heads-up display it was on the fence. It was like, I like it, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. But it does have a shift light in the heads-up display, which is cool when you're really getting on it.
Yeah.
But the car is kind of interesting. I mean, I wasn't sure what to make of it. I mean, I like the car. It's really fast. It just doesn't feel really fast. It's so docile. It's got that magnetic ride suspension that was also on the Cadillac. So it's completely dynamic. So you have to go fast in the car for it to really start to perform. I
like the rims for stock rims.
I thought they were great. I
like the floating rotors there, the two-piece.
It has 14.6 rotors in the front, 14.4s in the back with 6 piston and 4 piston.
I know, what a time to be an enthusiast, because finally somebody just went, look, everything every guy would put on the car, let's just put it on at the factory.
Yeah, but years ago this brakes package would have cost $6,000 in the aftermarket. The fact
Easily.
that it's on these cars, you'll probably be able to buy these packages right from GM for
So what's this thing sticker for?
So the ZL1 started at about $56,000. This has a couple options on it. As it sits is $61,000.
And it seems like a lot of money for a Camaro, but would probably dust an M3.
It would. I mean, you know, in the muscle car world, the competition would be the GT500 and probably the Challenger SRT8. But what's interesting is, you know, a lot of cars today, pretty much all cars today, they specifically design them with lift. So when you're getting on the freeway and you're doing 80 miles an hour, it helps fuel economy.
Oh, really?
This car, a normal Camaro has 200 pounds of lift. This has 260 pounds of downforce, which means they compensated for the 200 of lift.
Right.
And at almost top speed, it has another almost 60 or 50 pounds of downforce. So all of the aero on this is functional.
Is it just me, or are cars, especially the muscle cars, are they almost looking a little too tough? Like
it is
a
kind
little
of mean.
too
It certainly
stout.
looks in black as well. It looks kind of mean.
like everybody has taken this styling with the high sills and the very muscular stance, and back in the day when a car looked kind of stout, it was kind of cool, like the first series M3, M30 BMWs with the boxy flares and stuff, look like kind of tough, you know. But I feel like these cars, Challenger or the Charger, whichever one it is, a 500 Mustang stuff, they're almost looking a little roidy now.
They are. There's a high belt line that puts on them.
Right.
And for me, it kind of feels like there's less visibility, and I can never hang my arm out the window.
Right.
You know?
But it's really hard to pick a spot that doesn't, I mean, it's hard to complain about anything. The seats, like again, somebody figured out we want the seats with the big bolsters and the Alcantara inserts, and we want the interior not to look like, you know, it was made by Lego and blah blah blah, and they've given it to us.
Yeah.
And it's 600 and what?
It's 580 horsepower.
580. Drive it every day. Drive it in heat, air conditioning running.
And the car, it's big and it's heavy. This one actually has an automatic with a paddle shifter in it, but this car will do 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds.
Wow.
So this scoop, which is all carbon fiber, it goes right by the radiator, so when the air comes through the front into the radiator, it goes over the top and it creates downforce.
And we got a nice shock tower stabilizing bar there. Looks good. Let's hear what it sounds like.
It's a great engine.
Healthy. Nice.
Yeah, it's still got a muscle car sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that pop. Yeah, you know, it's weird. Everyone thought when we came out with battle shifts, everyone would be using them, and it turns out you just never use them.
This the guys at Chevy, they programmed the ECU on this car to, at idle, it has a little bit of a rump, a little bit of a cam in idle. So when it sits, you can even see the RPMs juggle around a little bit.
Oh,
and
really?
at cruising, it's the most economic, but when you're at full on and at idle, it gives it a little bit of muscle car sound to it.
Well, Camaro's back. The car, it looks great. Like I said, and my real complaint with all this stuff is it almost looks too tough.
Yeah.
At this point, but with
580. Yeah.
It is tough. 6-speed automatic.
It is a 6-speed automatic, and you can get it a stick, of course.
All right. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla. For Matt, the Motorator,
DeAndrea, that's
DeAndrea saying, keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.